Welcome back to Kababayan Today. I'm your special guest host for this special edition of Kababayan Today, Manny Streets. And I've got a superstar that we are about to talk to in like 2 seconds. She's been on ABC Family, The Fosters, as well as Nickelodeon True Jackson VP. Ashley Argota, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, come on. You were like family.
Aw, yay. Love you.
Now, tell me about, like, I guess your first break into the industry.
Oh my gosh.
You know, a lot of people watching, they're like, how did Ashley break in? She's Filipino. I could do it too.
Right, yeah. I mean, I started when I was 5.
Yeah.
My mom put me into acting classes when I was little, and I just loved it so much that I never stopped. My first audition was for a Jungle Book 2 commercial. And I had to sing and dance around a tree, and apparently at my audition, I fell asleep.
What?
In front of the casting director.
Well, you were 5, right?
I was 5,
yeah.
because, you know, I was tired. Like,
Yeah.
what else was I supposed to do at the audition? I just slept.
Mom could have said, you know what, she's auditioning for the role of Baloo.
Exactly. That would have been perfect.
That would have been better.
I don't know how I booked it, but I booked it, and that was my first job ever. And I think my first big break was True Jackson. That was like my first series regular job ever, and it was the first time I'd ever tested for anything
Really?
on a network. Yeah, it was a crazy ride.
How old were you back then?
I was 15 when I auditioned for True Jackson. Yeah.
I mean, that was with Kiki Palmer.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She's amazing. She has her own show now.
She has her own show now. You know, she's Kiki Palmer.
She's just Kiki. I love it.
Now, Ashley, I guess you've been auditioning.
Yes.
Right? And True Jackson was one of your first major roles, series regular. Describe to me that feeling, like for the casting director to say, you know what, Ashley, actually the producers probably called you at that time, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was, my agent actually called me. It was the craziest thing, because that audition was supposed to be my last audition ever.
Yeah.
So just going from like that point of like, I don't want to be in the business anymore because it's so negative and horrible, and there's like so many no's getting thrown at me, and my mom wanted me to stop, and I went to the audition like crying, and it was horrible, and that was a job I definitely didn't think I was going to get. So to go from there to a few months later hearing that I booked the job and I'm going to be a series regular, and then a few months after that hearing the pilot got picked up and we're actually going to be a show on TV, it was the craziest experience. And we had the best cast. I mean, you know, she's amazing, and I had the greatest time on that show. I love that.
Is your kind of acting a lot more comedic? Like, you like to do comedic roles, or do you like to do just serious roles? Because you're doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I've always been more comfortable doing comedy because I'm the joker of the family, you know. But I mean, doing The Fosters, I love doing The Fosters because it's so different for me. I feel like when I do comedy, I miss doing drama, and then when I'm doing drama, I miss doing comedy. So, you know, I love doing both. I can't pick.
Tell us about The Fosters.
Yeah.
You play Lou, right?
I play Lou, which is funny because I played Lulu in True Jackson.
That's right.
So
they just took out one Lou.
This is the second Lou that I've played. Except this
the grown-up Lou.
Exactly. This Lou has a last name. Lulu didn't have a last name. So this is a little bit different, apparently.
And what is your last name in this one?
Lou Chan.
Lou Chan.
Yeah, they made it Chan. Yeah, I play the lead singer of the band that Brandon joined. She's very sassy, very stubborn and narrow-minded, and yeah, she's been a joy to play.
Did you find it easier to get The Fosters because you were on True Jackson VP?
Not really. It's a very, very different role from what I did on True Jackson. Lulu was very positive and upbeat and happy and hyper all the time, and Lou is completely opposite of that. She doesn't take crap from anyone. So to audition for that, it had to be, you know, this is a single camera show, so it had to be very small, and I had to sing for this show, which is something I've never gotten to do on any TV show I've ever done before.
And what did you sing?
I sang
What did you audition with?
Someone Like You by Adele.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's one of my favorite songs to sing, so I ended up singing that. I had 3 scenes in my audition, and I sang that, and that night or the next morning or something like that, I found out I got the job.
Ah, look at you. And what would be, I guess, what would be your ultimate Ashley Argota goal?
Wow. I have so many. You're gonna make me pick. I think right now the goal is to release music for me. That's been like.
That's right.
That's something that I've had to put on hold for so long. I worked on writing all of my stuff with Rebecca White, who's this amazing songwriter
She's awesome.
I love so much.
Her.
Yeah, she's amazing. I worked on writing the album last year. And that kind of got put on hold for a little while because I booked How to Build a Better Boy. So I had to go to Toronto to shoot for a little while, and then after that I got like Austin and Ally, and then I did Aladdin, and everything for the acting world was working out, but then I had to put my music on hold again. So after we finished shooting this like first half of The Fosters, I was like, okay, everything stops and I'm gonna do my music. So right now, at least for me, the goal is to release music, finish my music and release it.
I mean, it goes hand in hand though. Music and acting and the whole world of entertainment, I guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And like I said, I've been very fortunate with The Fosters. They've let me sing on the show, and I've gotten to do some great stuff. Actually, the guy who does the music for The Fosters is producing one of my songs for my album.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. And can we find out more about your music ASAP? Like really soon?
You know,
because you've got some fans that are watching this, like Ashley. Come on.
Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. I've been promising music literally since we like finished True Jackson when I was 17 years old. So it's getting very, very close. I promise everyone, and you know this.
Yeah.
I am hoping.
I've heard a couple.
You've heard a couple of them. So did you like any of them?
I loved all of them. I loved all of them.
That's what I like to hear.
Now, can you speak Tagalog? Don't answer that question yet. We're going to be right back with Ashley Argota, who's on True Jackson VP. You've seen her on ABC Family, The Fosters. She's my special guest, and we'll be right back with Kababayan Today